gonna make a big plate of red beans and rice. Good morning, everybody. I finally made it to some warm weather. Today it'll be in the 70s. Last night I think the low was 50. So great weather. This is what I was wanting. So I'm gonna be able to enjoy this camp for a few days while it's still warm and the winds have died down. So I found the perfect combination. We're gonna make this second round of coffee this morning, get me juiced up so I can enjoy the day. All right, everybody, I have a DIY awning I'm gonna go ahead and put up today. It's gonna get into the low 70s. And I just want some sun protection, so let me get that set up. Oh, I didn't even think about how that was gonna go. I'll have to access it from the other side. Oh, let's see. Okay. All right. So I'll get my chair underneath. Ah. There we go. So here's my little DIY tarp setup. Of course, it's just small enough where I have to keep moving my chair, but I do have shade when I want it. Here, we'll get a little close up of what I got going on right here. Nothing fancy. I just pieced it together. You know, you just make it work. Then I just kind of have these, I don't know, these little ties that are flexible, these little bendy ties that I just wrap around my rack and then wrap around that bar. And I just keep everything wound up. I keep the poles. I have to take out one section because it's just too tall. Because I do like to have a little incline so I can get in and out and the door can open just fine. So that's the reason for that. So let's see here, we'll open the door. But if I had that one section out, it would lean too far down, and I wouldn't be able to, my door would hit the tarp all the time. So I had to take out those sections so I can roll it up and then just throw those two smaller sections in the bag with my string and my stakes. So hopefully I'll get some ideas of how I handle that. So there you go, comment down below, let me know what you think. Even at just 70 degrees, having shade is a must in my book. So this is probably one of my top 5 items that I carry with me on my car adventures is this tarp. So the winds are gusting about 14 right now. The tarp just barely moves. I credit that to the poles that I have on each end, kind of keeping it taut. I've drilled the poles on each corner and used those pins to kind of tie the tarp to the corners, and then I have some zip ties in the other 2 holes that are keeping it attached to the pole. it waves in the wind a little bit, but with my lines that are pretty taut, it keeps this thing pretty steady. It was very quick to set up, so it's very quick to take down. So each evening I'll go ahead and take this down so I don't have to deal with high winds during the evening or at nighttime. But I do like to provide me some shade during the day. It's in the 70s and it's welcome even in the 70s. I mean, could you imagine in the 80s or even the 90s? You definitely need some shade. My back hatch does provide some shade in the back as well. And so that's why when I cook, I face south, so south or southwest. So when I'm cooking in the afternoon, I have shade from that back hatch as well. So I have two options there. So it's time to get some R&R. So how about we make some red beans and rice tonight? We use my little rice cooker, get this going, and I can cook the red beans a little later. Oh, this is gonna be good. Some red beans and rice, some sausage. I got some sausage. All right, I have some water left over from me boiling, so let's pour that in there. All right, so now I need more. Oh, splish splash, I was taking a bath. All right, let's fill this up to the 1 cup line. Done. I'm gonna go grab a pat of butter from the fridge and we can get this rice cooking. Get this plugged in. All right, let me go get some butter. Doesn't butter make everything better? Yes, it does. So I'm gonna put this rice cooker on a plate because you know these rice cookers, sometimes they boil over, and I just wanna make sure if there is any boilage, then this plate will capture that. I don't want it spilling onto my bedding. So you really have to pay attention to how you prepare things back here so you're not getting your bedding dirty. So there we go. Let's see. I think it's on. Let me go check. All right, now it's on. Can I see the light? Yep, I can see the light. When you're outside and during the day, it's kind of hard to see those lights. But nope, we got the rice going. That should be done in a little bit. And I'll get out a small stove and we can cook up the beans. Don't you just love this slide out? I do. All right, so I'm gonna get out a small butane stove and we can just get a little frying pan and we're gonna cook up some beans. I may have to do it in 2 batches. It's a pretty big can of beans and I only got a small frying pan. So we'll see how that goes. So I was getting ready to get my beans cooking. I'm using these Blue Runner Creole cream style red beans, but I forgot my can opener. But I think I have a can opener on this multi-tool. So let's see if there's a can opener, and I'm just gonna have to go old school. That is not a can opener. I don't know what that is. Here's the can opener. I'm like, wait a minute. It's like a mini can opener. It's just smaller. It was almost shaped like a can opener, but not quite. This is the can opener. So let's do this. Oh yeah. And it's just gonna take a little bit. Oh! All right, we've got that open. Let's start frying up some sausages. That's why I have a multi-tool. You never know what you may need. So I'm just gonna cut up half of this sausage here that I have, because I'm gonna save the other half for some jambalaya in a couple of days, because this will be enough leftovers to have for 2 days for sure. And then I will cook up some jambalaya. But I gotta cook up all these beans since I opened it. When I was down south last time with the fam, we picked up these beans. Ooh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Let's cut up this sausage first. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cook this sausage down and have a little bit of flavoring left over for the red beans. Oh, this is gonna be great. So let's get this started. So gotta lock that. All right, that's on. Nothing hit the ground. Yeah, normally I have a bigger pot, but that pot was brought into the house, and so I didn't bring it with me. So I'm gonna have to pick up another pot so I can actually cook one time with the sausages and these beans. I don't know if I'll be able to heat up all the beans. So we're gonna brown this up really nice so we can get some flavor in our beans. It's like our rice is, I'm gonna get the rice out of the sun here. The sun's starting to swing around. All right, those are starting to brown up nice. Cooking with this butane is a little harder, so you have to kind of control temp by lifting the pan up. I have it on minimum right now, and if I go even lower, it has a chance of blowing out. So you kind of have to baby this butane stove so you don't burn things, especially when you're cooking eggs or something like that. The sausage, you know, you have a little burn here, that just adds flavor to the beans, so I'm not worried about it too much, but you do have to kind of control the temp. Oh, did I mention, I'm gonna be making some toast with this too. I love me some toast. You know, what I could do is, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take half this sausage, I'm gonna put it off to the side, and I'll just cook half tonight, and then I'll put the half a can of beans and the half meat into a little freezer bag so I can put it into the fridge. Then I'll just heat up and cook the beans tomorrow. It's no different than heating it up versus just cooking it just a little bit longer with the beans. All right, we're gonna turn that off. And I will put half my meat into there. And we'll call that half. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pour half these beans. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. See, you can't have enough counter space, that's for sure. That's a lot of red beans. So once the rice is done, I'm gonna go ahead and get the toaster. Let's do that. I'll get the toaster ready. Where's my toast? There's my toast, or there's my bread. It's not toast yet. I'm gonna let this butter kind of melt in the sun here. I got to keep the bread out of the sun too. Oh, I think I have some Tonys. Where's my Tonys? That's what I need to be seasoning it with. Yep, here we go. I got a little bag of seasonings. I got paprika, onion, garlic, and I got my Tonys. How can you forget your Tonys? I'm sitting here salting and peppering it up, and I should have just been using my Tonys. There we go. Let's Tonys it up. Let's Tonys it up. Oh yeah. There we go. All the rice, I can see the rice swelling up. We're doing good. We're doing good. It's gonna make a big plate of red beans and rice. I like to eat good when I'm on the road. Some days I eat very, very minimally, but some days I like to cook and have a nice meal, whether it be red beans and rice, jambalaya, some gumbo, breakfast burritos for dinner. Once our rice finishes up, I'm gonna get this toaster plugged in, and we gonna have some dinner. But that rice is looking good too. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. That rice is looking good. Ooh wee. Growing up, my dad used to watch a Cajun cooking show called Justin Wilson. And he'd say, I guarantee. He'd guarantee this and guarantee that. He'd just say, I guarantee. I guarantee this red beans and rice is gonna taste good. I guarantee. I hope I'm making my late dad proud. Oh, that rice is getting done. Oh yeah. Oh, it's swelling up. It looked good. I guarantee. I think this rice is gonna pop any moment now, so I'm gonna get this bread going. Oh, no, I can't get it going until the rice gets done. I need 2 plugs here. I need to see what the power draw. Oh, I need to check right now. All right, the rice just popped. I think you heard that. I'm gonna get this unplugged. I just went up front to check. It was drawing 154 watts. Now, I don't know if it's higher wattage earlier on in the cycle. I'll have to check that next time I cook rice. So I'm gonna plug in the toaster and I'm gonna toast this piece of bread and let's see what that wattage is, okay? All right, let's get that going. All right, I'm gonna go up front. I'm gonna check to see how much the wattage is. All right, so I just checked. The toaster is using 398 watts, so 400 watts on this single slice toaster. Turn this back on. Let's heat this up just quickly. So we didn't have any boil over, but I want to be safe. Oh man, I'll have enough rice for tomorrow. Oh my gosh, this is freaking excellent. Doesn't get any better than this. Oh my gosh, let's get this toast buttered. Need to get another piece of bread in the toaster. Is this gonna be a 2 toast day, 3 toast day? I don't know. All right, place your bets below. Oh, I just grabbed 2 pieces. If I had a 2 slice toaster, it would definitely be more than 2. All right, get that going. Get this butter set off to the side. All right, let's get my red beans on top. Oh my gosh, so much food. Food's everywhere. Oh yeah. It's a lot of food, ladies and gents. I think we'll just call this I say a 2 toast, but I think I'm gonna make a 3rd piece. But I'll let that toast while we go eat. Oh, there we go. It's happening, it's happening. Let's get this other one in here. We just going to town. Hope y'all are enjoying this. Ooh, there's a fly. I'm a big scaredy cat. Yeah. Oh, goodness. All right, we're gonna get a fork right here, and we're gonna go sit down and eat. All right, here's a big old plate of food. All right, so it is a 3-toast night. uh, and a big old plate of red beans and rice. Go ahead and tell me what y'all like to cook on the road. Do y'all have a favorite dish or a dish that makes you think of home? Comment down below and let me know what your favorite dish is. So on this meal here, I used the rice cooker, I used the toaster, and I used the stove. And you saw I had all that stuff all spread out in the back. It was tight, but because I had that pull-out counter, I was able to make it work. Ooh-wee.